a few days ago when I said this? I couldn't find any examples of non-white women in Boston marriages. Well, I may not have been able to find one, but a Facebook follower named Kendra Cook was. So, thanks to Kendra, allow me to introduce you to Lucy Diggs Slowe and Mary P. Burrill. Welcome back to Yesterqueers. My name's Amanda, and I'm a public historian of queer history. Lucy Diggs Slowe was both an educator and an athlete. Born in Berryville, Virginia, but orphaned shortly after her first birthday, Slowe was raised by her aunt, first in Lexington, Virginia, and then in Baltimore, Maryland. After graduating second in her class in high school, Lucy won a scholarship to Howard from the Baltimore City School Board. She earned her bachelor's from Howard, her master's from Columbia University, and eventually she settled in Washington, D.C. Slowe was the first Black woman to win a major sports title in the United States, taking first place in the American Tennis Association's inaugural tournament in 1917. She created the first junior high school in Washington, D.C. for Black students and served as its principal for several years. Slowe was the first dean of women at Howard University and indeed the first Black dean of women at any American university. In 1927, she risked that job to advocate for 4 female students accusing a male professor of sexual harassment. The memo that she wrote to Howard's administration stands as one of the first written accounts of the harassment faced by Black women in academia. It did not endear her to her male colleagues, who made the rest of her years at Howard very difficult. Lucy Diggs Slowe is also one of the 9 founders of Alpha Kappa Alpha, the first Greek letter sorority founded by Black women, and the founder of both the National Association of College Women and the National Council of Negro Women. Mary Powell Burrill, on the other hand, was an educator and a playwright. Born and raised in Washington, D.C., Burrill knew from a young age that she loved other women. As a teenager, she even had a relationship with the poet Angelina Weld Grimke, though it ended abruptly due to their family's disapproval. Burrill earned her bachelor's from Emerson and then returned to Washington, D.C., where she taught English and drama at Dunbar High School while also writing and directing plays, staging dramatic readings throughout Washington, D.C., and hosting regular literary salons at her home. Mary's work focused on issues of race and gender, and her 2 best-known plays, They Sit in Darkness and Aftermath, were both published in 1919. Lucy and Mary met in Washington, D.C. in 1912. Lucy was still living in Baltimore at the time, but a few years later she moved to Washington, D.C., and the 2 women bought a house together. They are most often described as housemates, but all of Lucy and Mary's friends knew that they were a couple in a Boston marriage. The 2 women were together for 25 years, until Lucy's death in 1937 at the age of just 52. Heartbroken after losing Lucy, Mary sold their home and eventually moved to New York City, where she died in 1946 at the age of 64. That's it for today. As always, more information, including sources and further reading, is available in the usual place. And once again, thank you to Kendra Cook for bringing these women to our attention.